All right, so we learned about slope-intercept form before break. We're going to keep using slope-intercept form, but we should also know that there are other forms of linear equations, one of them being point-slope form. So that's what we're going to do today in lesson 12.2. We are on page 179. So we today are going to be able to write the equation of a line in point-slope form, and we are going to be able to use point-slope form to solve problems. So just like slope-intercept form kind of gave us, the name slope-intercept kind of give us what we need for our equation. We need the slope and the y-intercept. Point-slope form kind of gives me what we need for my equation. So I need a point and the slope. And if I have a point and a slope, I can write my equation. So it says another form of an equation of a line is point-slope form. The point-slope form of the equation is found by solving the slope formula m equaling y minus y1 over x minus x1 for y minus y1 by multiplying both sides by x minus x1. You may use this information when you know a point on a line and a slope. If you want to know what that first paragraph is explaining, let me know and I can explain it to you in a separate video. But what we really need to focus on is that the point-slope form of a linear equation is y minus y1 equaling m times parentheses x minus x1, where m again is my slope and x1, y1 is a point on the line. It doesn't matter which point you use, as long as you have a point on the line. So we're looking over example A. It says write an equation of a line with the slope of 1/2 that passes through the point 2,5. So then graph the line. So y minus y1, well, the y of this point is 5, so y minus 5 equaling m, which is 1/2, so 1/2 times x minus x1. Well, x1 is 2, so yeah, 2. So then we want to graph it. Well, with point-slope form, all I need to do is I just need to plot the point and then use the slope from there. So it's the 0.25, so that would be this point. And my slope is 1/2, which is rise over run. So I go up 1 over 2, plot another point, up 1 over 2, plot another point, and I can even go backwards. I can go down 1, left 2, and I get all my lines, and then I connect them with a straight line. So let's go into the try these. It says find an equation of a line given the point and the slope. So it's y minus the y value of the point, so y minus 7, equaling my slope, which is 2/3, times x minus the x value, so it'd be x minus -2, or subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding, so plus 2. And I can do the same thing over here. Y minus the y value, well, the y value is -1, or y plus 1, equaling -5/4 times x minus the x value, which is 6. So those are those equations in point-slope form. And then we can also determine the slope and the point on the line for each equation. So kind of pulling that information out. Well, m is this number, so my slope is 3/8. We subtract the x value of the point, so the point has an x value of 3. And then we're adding 4, so really that would have been y minus -4. So the y value of that point would be -4. And then we can do the same thing over here. This is my slope, so m is equal to -5/2. And my point, my x value, I subtract my x value really, that would be x minus -3, so the x value is -3. And then we subtract the y value, which is 6. So it is a slope of -5/2 and goes to the point -3/6. So then it says the town of San Simon charges its residents for trash pickup and water usage on the same bill. Each month, the city charges a flat fee for pickup and a fee of 25 cents per gallon of water used. Remember, when we're talking about per, that means multiplication. So that's going to be my slope. Then it says in January, one resident used 44 gallons of water and received a bill for $16. So my independent variable is the gallons of water, so that's my x. So 44. And then my output, my dependent variable, is the amount we pay, which is 16. So this is a point that they give us in the graph. It So it says if X is the number of gallons of water used per month and Y represents the bill amount, write a point. Oh, when I just did that, that would be 44 gallons, gave me a bill of 16. And then the 0.25 per gallon, that is going to be my slope. It's my rate of change. My rate of change, ROC. So it says use point slope form to write the equation that represents the bill cost Y in terms of the number of gallons of water X used in a month. So I have my point slope form, so it's Y minus the Y value of the point, so Y minus 16, equaling my slope, which is the 0.25 times X minus the X value. Oops, that was weird. It would be X minus 44. So this would be the equation in slope-intercept form. Or not slope-intercept form, point-slope form. So then it says write the equation in item 3 in slope-intercept form. What does the y-intercept represent? So doing my conversion, so I want to distribute first. So y minus 16 is equal to 0.25 times x and 0.25 times 44. So that would be 0.25x. 0.25 times negative 44 is negative 11. Then we're going to need to do one more step of adding 16 to get y on its own. So we get y is equal to 0.25x, which again is my slope, plus 5. And then it says, what does the y-intercept represent? Well, 5 is my y-intercept, and that must be the flat fee for trash pickup. So that is my flat fee. Perfect. All right, going back down some more. So it says Jamila and Ryan were asked to write the equation of the line through the points 6, 4, and 3, 5. Both Jamila and Ryan determined the slope was negative 1/3. Jamila wrote the equation y minus 4 is equal to negative 1/3 times x minus 6. So Jamila used this point. And then Ryan wrote the equation y minus 5 equals negative 1/3 times x minus 3. So he used that point. It says write each equation in rewrite each student's equation in slope-intercept form and compare. Well, y minus 4 equals negative 1/3 x minus 6. So distribute in. So we get y minus 4 is equal to negative 1/3 x plus 2. And we add 2. Or not add 2. We need to add 4. Add 4. So y is equal to negative 1/3 x plus 6. So that's for Jamila's. So let's do Ryan, see what we get. Y minus 5 is equal to negative 1/3 times x minus 3. Again, distributive property. Y minus 5 is equal to negative 1/3 x plus negative 1/3 times negative 3. That'd be a positive 1. Then we would need to add 5. Add 5. So y is equal to negative 1/3 x plus 6. So compare the results. They are the same. They are the same. So whose equation was correct? They both. Because it doesn't matter which point we use in point slope form. So then it says find the equation in point slope form of the line shown in the graph. So I need a point and I need the slope. So let's first start off with finding slope. Well, in order to find slope, I need to find 2 points. So there's a nice point here, nice point here. Remember, my slope is rise over run. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my change in y is 5. And my run, which is 1. So my change in x is equal to 1. So my slope, change in y over change of x, is 5 over 1, or just 5. So that's my m. And then it doesn't matter which point I pick. I can pick this point or this point. I can write my equation. So let's just write the equation using the point 2, 2. So y minus 2 is equal to 5 times x minus 2, because the x and the y value were 2. And then it says write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So again, distributing. So distribute the 5 to the x and the 5 to the negative 2. But y minus 2 is equal to 5x minus 10. We would need to add 2. Add 2. Y is equal to 5x minus 8. So that's in slope-intercept form. So that means it's going to cross my y-axis in the negatives. Let me know if you have any questions.